Graphic design is an art and science that helps communicate ideas through images. Its goal is to present visual messages in an engaging and effective way. We will discuss how combining theoretical knowledge with practical application can improve the quality of design. We will also talk about some examples and the challenges faced by designer along with solutions to achieve successful design. Now we move to the scientific side of graphic design, which depends on color theory. Color theory depends on the color wheel. This helps designer choose matching or harmonic color. For example, Coca-Cola use red in the design to spend energy and passion to attract customers, as we can see in this video.
Welcome to the Coca-Cola Archives. As the Coke historian, one of the questions I'm most often asked is, why did Coke adopt red as its color? And it's a really interesting story. It goes all the way back to the beginnings because Frank Robinson, who developed the beautiful script logo, he liked the red and the white as a contrast. And so our very first ads were red. Red is Coca-Cola. Coke actually had standardization manuals. In those manuals are paint specifications, which will give you the different Coca-Cola colors. You could compare it to the other reds to make sure that your red is the Coca-Cola red. It wasn't just a standardized color, it was having a standard look and feel. Coke was one of the first brands to clearly develop its own visual identity system. We still do it today, which is part of the reason why the design team are down here so much.
As designers, we're constantly looking at everything around us. I think when we look in the archives, we can see 130 years there condensed into one very large room. What we try and do is repurpose that, rethink that in a way that would feel relevant today.
In 1948, Coca-Cola introduced the red disc icon. Using nothing but red and white, you've created a badge or an emblem for your brand that's instantly recognizable. As you're walking down the street, you see the red disc icon on a store, and you know that you're going to be able to get delicious, ice-cold, refreshing Coca-Cola in that store. It became a promise in a way.
It just became this simple signage or wayfinding. That's exactly how we're using the red disc today. Even in our workplace, we use the red in the same way that we're using it from a retail and a visual identity perspective. So you'll see around our workplace, they're very neutral colors, white, grays, blacks, and then we have these pops of red. We're using it strategically in exactly the same way that we're using it at retail, that says kind of, look at me, this is where you're going to find in retail a real Coca-Cola, but in the workplace this is where you're going to find the room that you're going to go to a meeting. You won't see red, red, red all around the offices of Coca-Cola, but when you do see it, it punctuates. I think when people see Coca-Cola red, they immediately think of, the real thing, if you want to call it the original taste, the classic, but the original Coca-Cola.
We have a saying, looking forward by looking back. If we can take you through the history of the color red and show its importance to Coca-Cola, then we can teach marketers and we can show them a different way of thinking about things. We exist to shine a spotlight on our core values and the best that we've been over time.
Now we can move to typography. Typography is another foundation of graphic design. It's an art that allows you to organize text in the effective and attractive way in order to deliver a certain message. For example, we can use type-serif font. We can use Time Use Roman font to deliver a message in magazine and newspapers. We can also use sans serif to deliver a formal and a professional message. Where script font is more used for fun ads. Now we move to composition. Composition, another scientific foundation, is composition theory, which depend of balance, proportion, contrast, and rhythm. This is big science, but if we pick the element of balance, there is something called the third rule, which tell where you should focus the main elements in your design, beside on what the viewer is going to see first. Now, another scientific foundation is visual psychology. Visual psychology study how the human mind perceives images and colors and shapes. For example, the design of the Instagram apps relies on bright color and simple icon. The bright color convey creativity and fun, while the simple icon gives sense that apps easy use. So, the application side of a graphical design, moving to application side, one can use a program like Adobe Creative Suite. For example, Illustrator allows you to use a variety of vector drawing tools to draw icons with very high quality. Okay, modern technique like motion and 3D dimensional graphic design support more the quality of the design. For example, Nike ad depend on program called After Effects to create attractive motion graphic. We can see the example now. Successful graphic design relies on combining theoretical understanding with practical skills. For example, the design of the Nike logo is based on color theory. Black symbolize strength, and visual psychology, the dynamic shape, convey movement. The logo is simple yet powerful, making it easy to remember. Now, challenge in graphic design, keeping up with technology. Technology is change fast, so designers need always update their skills. For example, with the use of artificial intelligence in design, designers have to learn how to use it to work better and faster.